You need to find this place or we'll be late.
Make a left on Astrology Avenue. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant right. It should be right here at 444 Spirit Way. Oh, turn.
It looks like Renee. Yay, we're on time.
The James and Kellee Show.
Great, let's start the show. Hi, Kellee.
Yay!
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. My gosh, and you're starting the new year off in a fabulous place.
I'm in Santa Barbara, and I'm on a personal retreat. And it's all about the sunset from where I'm at. I look out and see the sunset every night, and there's a dog park across the street, and that's my world right now. So
How great
really
is
enjoying
that?
it. And I'm writing my new book, so I'm going to start that tomorrow. So I came to Santa Barbara to start my new book too.
It's a perfect inspirational place, right?
It really is. I came here when I first moved to Los Angeles back in 1982 to be a sitcom writer. Knew nothing about spirituality, didn't at all. I took a Greyhound bus up to Santa Barbara, never been there. And I went to the beach and I made a list of 10 items in this journal. Journals had just come out. And the 10 items I wanted to accomplish in my life, and what was a producer, helping people, I'm not sure how, financial success or, security, serving humans, whatever it was. And I've accomplished all 10. So this place has held a lot of, I think I wrote it right.
Bravo. Yeah.
And I think it was, this has always held a special place for me, Santa Barbara. But it was also part Summerlin, this town called Summerlin, which is where the first spiritualist camp began in California in the late 1800s. And they used to set up tents here, spiritualist tents. And people came from California, but also all over the country. And these were the very first spiritualist tents and areas were. And they have a house called the Big Yellow House, which is still here.
Wow.
Which is there, and I'm staying in a place not too far away, but it feels really nice. And I went to Ojai yesterday, which is a great town in the middle of the mountains, and that was really nice.
And you ran into some friends.
I ran into some friends. A friend of mine, very well-known person who hadn't seen 25 years. I walked into a gym, and there she was. I'm like, "Are you the owner of the gym?" She goes, "Oh no, I'm not. It's a show business." "Oh, I don't know you." So, and then I went to the producer friends of mine. I met in Sedona. Leslie and Lisa out in the middle of Ojai, and we had dinner, and it was great. I was just talking about them the day before for another friend of mine, so it was really interesting how things all come together. The strings all attach, and they show.
Yeah. Well, I remember on the drive up, you were texting me pictures, and they said "Sweet James, Sweet James, Sweet James," the billboards.
Six times,
and then underneath it there was a phone number, and the phone number had all those zeros on it, 00000000, and I was. Well, whenever anybody sees all the numbers of 0, 0, 0, 0, it means it's exactly where you're supposed to be. It's like a destiny number.
It feels that way. It definitely feels that way. Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. It's really exciting. Pearl is with me. I've got the dog beach right across the street is a dog beach, and also a dog park. So I'm visiting all the dog parks, and I've already met. Yeah, all these people come up to me and say hello. They don't know who I am, but it's great. So
good. So we say hi to everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone. Tracy and Sue Wells and Michelle, Carrie.
Color me happy. Hi there.
Barbie.
Denise Silva. Dee Dee. Oh yes, Dee Dee from Chicago says, "Careful with the blizzard coming, Kellee." Yes, we are.
What is about the blizzard? You said you.
Yes, it's just beginning right this moment.
Have you been through a blizzard yet, Kellee?
Well, I have the last couple of years, I'm sure I have, but tomorrow was a real important day for me. It was getting my hair done day. And
well, you thought you were.
Exactly. These people are tough around here. I'm just not made of that.
Your hair looks great. I don't think you need to change your hair. You look good.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Laurel. Hi, Maureen.
Marie Crane. How are you, sweetheart? Nice to see you again. Yolanda.
Yeah.
How was your friend in Brazil, the healer?
Prajna, she's doing very, very well. In fact, it's funny, James, tomorrow is her birthday.
Really? She's a
yes.
She was a Libra.
Yes, Capricorn, and well, in Vedic astrology, she's a Sagittarius, which would make a little more sense.
Yes,
with this one, with this one. But happy birthday, Prajna, if you're listening.
Happy birthday, Prajna. That's great. Yes, Michelle. We women love our hair appointments. It's good. I love my massage appointments.
There you go.
I do. While I'm up here, when I find it's a wonderful healing space here in Santa Barbara. There's a lot of spas and healing, and I'm gonna do some of that as well. I'm going right down the street is a gym, so I'll be going to the gym every day, which is perfect for me, and getting into that. And then
You'll get your routine.
yeah, I already have a yoga set up when I go back February to back home, and so that's all set up. And yeah, it's great. And writing my book will be great. So yeah.
Perfect. And I know you have something coming up too on January 19th.
My first readings of the year, I'm doing an evening of spirit messages, and you're going to help me, aren't you?
I help, James. So please join us, everybody.
January 19th, it's open right now. It's open. So if you want to go, please sign up because it's open right now. We just put it up, so no one's there yet. So feel free to sign up. And Kelly's volunteered to come in and help me to, just improve us. And we have a great time.
We do. It's so good. Energy is very powerful, and it's a lot of fun, and
very, very
a lot of readings.
And also, I'm doing something which I don't know if I told you, Kellee. The end of this month, I can't say much about it, but I've been working with my team over the holidays to come up with people have wanted a course kind of where they can do healing from their traumas in the past, and also how they do with boundary work, and also connecting with the spirit world, and helping others to, once they discover how they can help others be aware of it. So we're working on this course, and we can't announce what it is yet. It's coming up next couple of weeks. So I'm going to email it to everybody. I'm just working on the emails. So make sure you guys have your emails signed up on my website, and we'll send you a copy of this first time course. And
it sounds very good. I'm intrigued. Great.
It's a transformational course, Kellee.
Which is exactly what the energy, perfect timing. And we're going to talk about this energy, everybody, because this is some very, very powerful energy to start the year. Really powerful energy. And also, James, before I forget, we have tomorrow, Teresa is going to be posting our 30 winners.
The 30 winners for the readings. For
the free reading. And James and I have a date now. It's February 2nd. And Teresa will post it on Facebook and on Instagram. Your name will be on there. There are 30 people that were chosen for helping us support us for this for our show and to pass it along. So thank you.
And one person gave it to her list of 300 or something.
One woman did a list of 300. Yeah.
So she's on that.
She was on the list. Yeah. It was unbelievable, actually. Yeah. So we were really happy about this. So
I know, Kellee, I'm sure you've been getting it too, but I'm getting a lot of people. It's really interesting how it's all coming back. People are coming up to me in the weirdest of places and say, I thank you for the work you did. When I was a kid, I used to watch on television. When this happened, I'm from out of the woodwork. I mean, it's really interesting. I'll be walking to a store, someone, oh, you helped me. Or someone said, I read your book. And it's coming in really a lot.
Well, you had one. Tell everybody recently with one of your doctors.
So I was very ill. I was pretty ill. And I went to see a doctor who was a concierge doctor. And it was, I COVID from Kellee and I had COVID in August, but then went to Europe and got another clobber of COVID. And I didn't take any medicine, and that was not good because I had bacterial infection throughout the body. That's really what it was. Then I finally took antibiotics. I got rid of that, thank God. But in the meantime, I didn't have a doctor. So a friend of mine, Cheryl, helped me find a concierge doctor. And it was really rough going. I must say, it was rough going. I met this gentleman in La Jolla down at the, there's a place there, office there for this clinic. And being who I am, he walks in and I said, well, how are you? And he goes, good. How are you? I said, good. And I started interviewing him. And I said, and when is your birthday? He goes, I'm Taurus. I said, of course, you're a good looking man because that's the most physical sign, Taurus, most physical, good looking sign. And I said, and what's your background? He said, he's Kuwaiti and he is Irish. And he has this wonderful, beautiful energy. I said, I just love your energy. And I said, oh, and you're married? Yes, I have a wife and child and a baby. I said, oh, and you're thinking of moving? He goes, well, as a matter of fact, I said, yeah, you're going to move. He goes, wait a minute, lower your mask. And I did. He said, I know you. I know that voice. I watched you when I was a kid on television. But
what about his mother? Because it was amazing. His mother,
they called me later on. He talked to me and he said, you really are a healer. I said, as are you. And he said, you helped to change my family's life. I said, how did that happen? And his sister had died 20 years old also ago. And his mother went to a demonstration and it changed her life.
And you had done the demonstration.
I did that demonstration.
Oh, yeah. Which is that's so full circle.
It's full circle.
Because you're going to have a hard time finding a doctor. So it's
and that was meant to be. I think his sister obviously got us together because it was a connection. And Yeah.
Right.
So it's really great when we ever do, whenever you do things in life, I think everybody, you do them and you don't have any connection to it. You just do the right thing, and later it comes back. I do it never expecting anything back, but it does come back in its own magical way it's meant to be.
It's so fascinating to me. My mom used to say, "You never know who your angels are."
Yes, my Anakara.
I love that. I love that.
I gave Kelly a book of a crystal called Anakara. It's from John Donahue.
I have it right here.
Oh, yeah, right there.
I have it right here. I love this book. It's such a good book.
It means soul friend. My good friend Margaret Duffy in Ireland, if you're watching, Margaret, she gave it to me, and it means soul friend, and it's the vibration, the frequency of the information, the wisdom, the knowledge that Kelly and I relate to, and a lot of you do.
Very much. And
what someone said, my roommate said, it reminds me of your books, James. I said, yeah, in a way it is. So that's kind of my inspiration for writing my new book in a way. And John Donahue passed me, he was, I think, 54. But his book, Anakara, was on the international bestseller list, the same list that Talking to Heaven was on at the same time.
James, that's amazing.
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Another one. And he was our age too.
And he was our age.
Yeah. It's fascinating to me. Fascinating to me.
Yeah, and it's a great book. Anakara, it's called. Yeah.
It's really
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you. Wow.
Hey, Lizette Perez.
Working out, Kelly. Your workout videos. So tell us about your workout.
Okay. So let me just say, everybody, I had a lot of views on that, and so I have a trainer. I have a private trainer that I love, and she said, let's try some new things. I'm like, okay. She goes, put this thing on your head, and I'm like, okay. So I put this thing on my head, and then you start punching these balls, and I didn't know it was being filmed, So anyway, then I saw it. It was so damn funny, James. And the one thing that you and I both do is we laugh at ourselves constantly. I mean, constantly laugh at ourselves. So I gave it to Teresa. I said, yeah, what do you think? If you want to put it on, I don't care. So I have 2 more coming up, everybody. Except for this snow blizzard that has. So I don't know if that's going to block me working out or not. It'll come up. But it was fun. It was. I hope I'm inspirational to everybody, by doing that.
Yeah, that's great, Kelly. That's great.
Too funny.
And Margaret, hello. Margaret Webb, hello. Nora Zara, hello. So we have 2024. Dun, dun, dun. For me, it's starting out, 2023 ended with a boom, boom, boom.
Yes.
So 2024 is starting off to be okay.
Well, let me talk about that energy, because this energy of 2024 is very different than the end of 2023, James. The end of 2023 and then the first few days were very, very challenging energies because of the term I always use, Gandanta. Very, very tough times and tough energy. But now, today's January 8th, and the energies are really moving forward in such a positive way. So let me explain to everybody what is happening, because I think it's really important. So in the Hindu Vedas, the Veda is the Hindu scripture, and it was written thousands of years ago, and it talks about the very first 12 days of the year. So January 1st to January 12th is important. And the reason those are important is those are the days you set your intentions for the year. And each month, like January 1st, each day, I should say, equals a month. So January 2nd would be February, January 3rd would be March, January 4th would be April. And you set a tone for what you would like for the year. And it's such a positive energy. And right now, Jupiter and Mars are making this spectacular connection. So there's going to be lots of positive energy going forward, because now Jupiter is direct. And the most magical thing that's happening is that in Vedic astrology, Jupiter is in Aries, and Jupiter is the largest planet. It's benevolent. It means the guru, the teacher. And it's in Aries, which is a fire sign. And Mars is in Sagittarius, also a fire sign. So when Jupiter in Aries, which is ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, right. And it's an exchange of energy. And when this exchange of energy happens, it makes everything very powerful, and lots of fire energy, and lots of passion energy, and lots of positive thinking energy. So this is the best possible time to be setting your intentions of and rethinking your life and your lifestyle choices, because 2024 is quite a year coming up. And so we want to be able to have as much strength as possible and really good mental health this year too. So this is a year, if you can set the intentions right now, it would just be so fantastic. But on top of that, because there's another thing too, on January 11th, which is just on Thursday, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. And the new moon, this particular new moon, is a destiny new moon. So, and the reason it's a destiny new moon is because this new moon sits at 26 degrees of Sagittarius. Again, the Sagittarius, right?
I'm 26 degrees Sagittarius moon.
Okay, James, and then this is going to take your
26
year.
Degrees Sagittarius moon.
Okay,
Hello.
honey, you're this life, you're starting off at the perfect place, because it's going to go like totally take off for you, because this new moon at 26 degrees of Sagittarius is the exact midpoint between the nodes of Rahu and Ketu. Now, to be in the middle, the exact midpoint between the nodes are our destiny. So this sets the tone for the year, and it means it symbolizes expansion and adventure and spiritual growth. And it brings us, which is to your point, James, new experiences. It will broaden our perspectives. And it helps us to embrace, if you will, the unknown. So this is an excellent time to review and to renew your objectives and your commitments, and align them with your highest good. These energies are so powerful at this time to do this. And James, this will really change your life.
Teresa Eder, sorry to interrupt you. Teresa Eder said, how do you set your intentions? Are they for the year? So let's give them ways they can do that.
Let's give them ways. How do you set the intentions? I mean, James, do you want to start with this?
Well, for me, you'll say something different than I will. For me, there's all different ways, but for me, and I'm just because of her, I want her to be like a child, like a little girl, like use your imagination, and you can draw something that you want out. You can write words out, and you can also visualize yourself in a time machine and see where you are in 5 years or 10 years, and see yourself living that way, down to what you're wearing, what you're eating, even tasting it, where, everything you can, as specific as possible. That would be use your imagination. That's one way of doing it.
Oh, I actually love that. And our friend Peggy Fitzsimmons.
Yes.
So Peggy wrote an amazing article about setting intentions. And so Renee is going to post the link for it. It's a wonderful article that she wrote for Maria Shriver. And it just came out today. But one of the things, James, that she says, when you talk about setting your intentions for 2024, she said, ask to be shown what your soul is longing for right now. Whatever your soul is longing for. And she said, the answer may come, to your point, as like an image or a single word. And she said, once you identify your soul intention, then symbolically place it right in front of you. Wow. I thought that was a lovely thing, thought of it,
Pretty good.
Yeah. But I mean, and how I set my intention is I have what she also talks about is radical honesty. What do I need? Yeah. Where am I right now? What is it that I need to go forward?
Yeah, I always say, how will I be more fulfilled? And I'm pretty good at that. And until recently, my health now is going to be my health.
Well, that'll be a priority for you.
That's a priority. And it just feels good to I also said this to a friend of mine, friend Julie. You met her, and I said to you and people that I'm around, that really makes a difference. The biggest difference, I think, Kellee, and we've talked about this, but the biggest difference, I think, in someone's life, if you're going to make intentions, you're going to have a sense of what you want, you first got to know who you are. Yes. Because if you do without knowing who you are, it's not going to have a lot of foundation. Right. You always got to know who you are first. Who am I? And have that relationship first. Don't just give it to the universe to give you this and that. You first got to do the work of knowing who you are. And that's really got to start from that point. What is needed for who you are.
That's a great place to start with that. And and it actually goes to what she said about radical honesty. Being honest, who are you and where do you see yourself?
And we're all learning.
Maybe we're all learning. Well, James, you and I had a conversation the other day, and I thought this was a really profound and important conversation for people to know. And you said, we were talking, you said to me, I feel like I'm seeing the colors differently, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you remember that, your
Well,
energy,
because
and
I
we were
was
talking
ill. I
about
was
that?
ill, and I had what happened. So everyone knows this, on antibiotics, and it really wrought out my stomach, GI area. And because I'm a Virgo, we're very sensitive. That's our weakest area, and I didn't expect to be so sensitized by it, but it was sensitive to everything, even a piece of like cake, a sweet cake. I couldn't have the sugar. I mean, it was just so sensitive. I started seeing colors and auras, and
Well, that was it, the colors and the auras. And then you remember what happened. All of a sudden, things were breaking. The batteries
oh my
were going.
gosh,
The
yeah, my car broke
electricity was
twice.
going to go out.
Electricity, yeah,
And
bulbs
so,
bursting. Yeah.
and we were talking about that. Then I said,
I say, Kelly, what's going on? This is your thing.
it is my thing. I said, your vibration is rising.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are at any stage, your energies can shift and change. And that's one of the things behind an intention that you must remember, that you can change, you can add, you can grow. This is what we're here to do.
We're here to move and expand. That's what we're here to do.
And expand.
And you don't have to do it for other people, because guess what? When you do it in yourself, because you have to worry about yourself, you can't worry about others, because you just can't live their journey for them. Realize that when you expand and change, and that's who you are. But there might be other souls in your life who don't change and expect you to be the same way you were. You can't do that. It's not being fair to yourself. And you might find that there are people that you knew at one time, friends or acquaintances or workmates or even family members, that say bye-bye, because it's a different frequency, different vibration.
Well, it's so interesting. I was talking to my daughter the other day, and she told me something so interesting. She said, my connection with my father is level 1. I said, what does that mean? She said, oh, you don't know about the levels? I said, no, I never heard this before. I thought this was so interesting. She said, level 1, superficial. it's like, okay, talk about the
your
weather.
sister said this to you?
No, my daughter.
Oh, well, your daughter did. Your sister,
she's a psychologist, and she said, level 1. And I said, well, what's level 2? She said, well, level 2 is a little more intimacy with somebody, a little more. You talk a little bit more about what's going on. But she said level 3 is really where you want to get with somebody, where you're really having an intimate conversation. Wow. I thought that was a good thing to kind of, because there will be people as you grow and expand that will not grow and expand at your pace.
They won't. And
they will not. And that's okay. That is just where they are.
And you can't expect that from other people, because, they have their own journey and they grow and they're going to grow, and you can't force your partner or friend to grow. It's natural. It happens. It changes. So
it's natural.
And something that when I was down, a little out of it, I was very foggy. As you know, Kelly, we talked about it. That fog is real. The brain fog was like, whoa.
Very real.
And it was, as I went through this whole journey of 5 months, 5 months.
You're right. It was 5 months. No, you're right. 5 months.
Yeah. It came to me that, I said to people, I make a joke, I say, I don't even know months, weeks, I don't even know years, forget it. I live in the moments. And that's what you can do. It's what we have at the moment. So live the most out of this. That's really what I do, is live in the moment now and always. And I'm always now, even I used to before, but even more so. We talked about this. There are people that get you pissed off.
Yes.
And I'm going to say generational, younger people who really like device people, all grew up with devices. Yeah. There's no empathy. There's no connection with the human. Mm-hmm. So I have a good time with them.
You do.
Yeah, at the store, and they're not looking and say, yeah. And I say, I love your eyes. And if you smile with those eyes, it'll be so much brighter. And they look at me like, huh? Oh, huh. It's so interesting. So I just, I have to do that, because I want them to realize there's more to a world than just a device. But I did think of something else I was going to do.
Okay.
Because I'm a sick person,
What are you going to do?
Pretty ill. I thought about when I'm online or something, or asking for help, and I reach a robot person.
Yes.
I'm going to have a little cutout screen, and I'm going to go, hi, I would like to know where the mayonnaise is. So it looks like they're looking in a device, like a computer.
Okay, that's very funny.
It's hysterical. Hi, because they'll understand it better, I guess.
Maybe.
Sorry,
I mean, it does make you wonder if this is going to be just generations of.
I was talking to someone today about being in Japan when that was what it was, and it's and I remember 20 years ago when I was there, they were just looking at their devices, and it's really scary now. There, it's really they have. Okay, wait to hear about it. in universities, there are courses. This was last night I did it with my friends Lisa and Leslie telling me this. There are courses in Japan, courses in university to teach people how to talk to each other.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
How to be intimate with each other, how to talk, how to go on a date.
Well, so I worked for Japan Airlines for many years.
Yeah.
And so was my role, James, was to promote the Western and the Eastern, and I was to help them communicate. And that was in 1986. So I know this was part of the culture. And I would say, oh, no, this is what they mean. Oh, no, this is what he means. And I'd have to explain, back and forth because it was so different. Yeah. Interesting.
Imagine now with those electronics devices.
Oh, no, now it would be something else. Here's a question. This is from Sandy Johnson. She says, James, I had a lot of various intuitive abilities, and I don't feel them very much anymore.
You had them.
And she said, and I actually feel lost without them. What happened?
They don't leave you.
They don't leave.
They don't leave you. So your mindset might be different. And if you put that sense of limitation and fear, you can create the limitation, not being there. They're always there. But you have to, I don't know, put your mindset in a space where you're open to receiving them. You're open to using them, training them. And being in a mindset where you use them every day. I'm going to have fun with this intuition. What am I going to discover today? That's what you want to get to. You don't want to discover you don't want to be in that black and white. So I have to have this. I can't do that. No. It's a wonder. It's a discovery. It's again, knowing who you are. It's getting back to your own soul self. Having a relationship with your soul. That's what you want. True. Once you have a relationship with your soul, all the rest of it is the natural language of the soul, intuition, a spirit contact, because we're part of many different worlds. But the human has to control things. So you got to give yourself a break and let yourself feel and have fun with it. Make it a game. Wow. I wonder which aisle the green beans are on. Let's just feel it,
Right.
Which elevator is going to come first? Is that person going to make a left turn or right? I do it in traffic all the time, the freeway. Okay. Are they going to come off to the left side? And I did it the other day, and I'm driving up here to Santa Barbara, and I said, this girl on my right side is going to cross over. I just know it. And it was dangerous, so I went a little faster. And sure enough, she was going to cut me off. I knew she was going to do this, but it wasn't safe. And she comes by, she gives me the finger. So I knew it. I just intuitively knew it.
That's terrible. Oh, God.
But that's a great one for intuition. Traffic is good. Sales. I always find sales very good. Parking spaces are great.
Yeah.
All different ways with the phone, the cell phone. But I'm going to make you a call to, if it's not a robot, I get actually human, which is a rare thing. But I try to feel the personality of that person, of what they're going to be like once I hear their voice.
That's a good one.
So we can use that every single moment of our lives. We can use intuition,
And one of the things, too, that I think is really, really important, and it's something that people can do this year, is start a gratitude journal.
100%.
And what happens when you do gratitude, it actually expands the energy. It recharges our soul and it rejuvenates us. So the gratitude, and it could be simple things, right? With a gratitude journal. I mean, simple things here.
Hold on, I'm just looking for mine, which I think I put.
Do you have yours?
I have my gratitude journal today.
Oh my God, that's so great.
It's in the bedroom, but
you have one.
Yeah, I just started today.
I think that's great.
Because I came to Santa Barbara 40 years ago and everything happened. I'm so gratitude.
There you go.
I mean, just the sunset and the water. The sun and the water is phenomenal. And
I mean, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I
Meeting
just think
people is fun. We humans are we should feel this year coming forward that, it's a great, even though it's the illusion here, it's an illusion world. It's a hard world, but it's also a great opportunity to grow, to learn, to expand your mind. Let this be a year that you're going to expand your mind, because it's not going to be an easy year. There's going to be conflict. There's going to be world war, no doubt about it. But it reminds me of Brian Weiss when I worked with him and he did meditation. It was such a great meditation, and it was really very, very profound. He talked about you're a mountain, and he said, you're a tree on that mountain, and just become the tree, and the whole process of becoming the tree. And seasons will change. The winter will come and the leaves will die off, and you'll go into a kind of a place of just coldness, and you'll be shut down for just a little bit. Then the spring comes, the renewal of life, and you have buds in the trees, and then the summer comes, and you feel the heat, the lovely sun, and you grow and expand, and then you go into the fall where it's time to let go and release, And that's true, but the tree has always survived. All the conditions, as we have a blizzard there tonight, since all those conditions can happen, but guess what? The mountain's always going to be there. Your tree is there. The mountain is not moving. The conditions, and the tree, we call ourselves a tree. The conditions might change, but we don't have to. The conditions will change around us, but we can still be strong. And that's what we should do this coming year. Try to be the tree, because the conditions around us in this world, it's going to be harder, I think. I feel it's going to be a little bit harder, but we don't have to get caught up in it. We don't have to have that mindset. We can observe it again, step back and start observing more.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to get caught up in that stuff. You want to just observe it. There's a lot of stuff to observe. You know, I find with me, I just came up to a revelation probably 2 weeks ago that I have to stop being so judgmental, because I'm like, I just jump in. I shouldn't say that, because, you know, all it is experiences. We're all souls having experiences. There's nothing more. It's just experiences we're having. Who said one person's experience is better than the others? It isn't. It's just an experience. And we all share this space. We all share each other, by the way. That's why I think war is so strange, because we're really killing one another. We're all connected as one. So why would you keep on, you know, giving yourself poison? You know,
that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're right. I mean, this is a challenging year, but this is also a greatest year for all of us to grow and expand.
And Kellee, one thing you mentioned to us before, about a year ago, and you still mention me a lot, which is we chose to be here at this time.
Yes, because we're going to grow so much, and everybody's going to grow at a different pace and have their different experiences, and every experience is important. And we have to realize where somebody is. Okay, that's their experience. Where we are, it's another experience. Sure. That's all.
Calling Me Happy says, I've been very fatigued lately. I understand that. Are there meditation, spiritual exercise I could do to decrease my extreme fatigue? Kellee, what do you think?
I do. I mean, first of all, know this, that the energies are shifting right now. And a lot of people, I have heard from everybody, been very, very fatigued. I remember, James, you called me and you said, what are you doing? I said, I have to sleep. I'm exhausted. I couldn't move. I mean, I was down. And then all of a sudden I started having a lot more energy. So just rest. First of all, Calling Me Happy, just rest when that is. And the spiritual exercises might be going inward and doing some meditation and rest. I mean, meditation and rest and breathing. You know, what do you think, James?
I whatever makes your heart feel good, and rest 100%. I take naps now a lot.
Yeah.
Twice a day, I'll take a nap. Now, for me, of course, I was very ill with COVID, and that has that extreme. I did ask my doctors, yes, there is a fatigue, and everybody experiences it differently. So some people, fatigue is very strong, other people it is not. So your body will speak to you. And if you need to rest, stop and rest. Right. And don't feel obligated to other people. You got to take care of the body and do things that you enjoy that feed your soul. So, for instance, I'm going to go to the gym and do some elliptical work. And I love doing that. I haven't done it in a long time. Now I feel I can do it. I love going to the beach. I'm going to walk down the beach, sunsets. Time for yourself. This 2 or 3 days ago, I went and got a glass of wine. I haven't had wine in a long time. And it was enjoyable. And you know, just those little things that feed your soul, that make you feel better. But as far as exercises, meditation, I love doing is a beautiful green light of healing. And however you want to experience that, whether it's through plants, whether it's through visualization of green, whether it's going to the grocery store and seeing all the green fruits, I've done that.
Which is what I love to do. That's what I did a couple of days ago.
And get the green. Yeah.
Love, love, love it. I mean, that makes me very happy.
Yeah. And I'm art. I mean, I'm going to be doing some artwork here. I'm doing that. I forgot to bring my paint, so I'm going to go to the store and get some. But that makes me happy, and that relaxes. A good book is good relaxing.
Right, but also the painting really just gets you out of your way, and it makes you so creative, and you just start to create. I mean, these are amazing energies for this kind of work now.
I'm doing that tomorrow. I'm painting the sunset. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, you should. The picture. I took a picture of that, and I took you a picture of it. It was amazing. That was extraordinary. And also, I want to mention, I'm doing a class with Julianne Siegel on February 10th. It happens to be Chinese New Year on February 10th, the year of the wood dragon.
Okay, so that's validation, because yesterday I went to a dance studio for the hell of it, because I saw this dance studio. I wanted to have dance classes. And I welcome back, there's all these Chinese children and women, and they were doing a dance for the Chinese New Year that's coming up. And I walked in the front, and some ladies come to the door and said, "Happy Chinese New Year in a couple of weeks." So you're right. Happy
Oh, good.
Vision
Good.
validation. So definitely a good time
Thank
to
you. It's
doing
a
vision
perfect
boards.
time. We're doing vision boards, and it's a 4-hour class, and we're going to be, design
There
your
it
life
is.
with vision boards. We're going to be talking about feng shui, and I'm going to be talking about the power of intention and manifesting and the spiritual law of that, and getting into the vision boards. And Julianne has created some amazing vision boards, and her life's changed completely with it. So
Wow.
we're going to be talking about that and getting your fun things together. It's going to be a really fun, enjoyable class. So please take that with us on February 10th.
It'll be great.
Yeah, lots of fun, everybody.
Lori says you can't find a book talking to heaven. It's out there, Lori. Believe me, it is out there.
Oh, it's out there. I have it right here.
Yes,
It's
she can't get it from
definitely.
Barnes and Noble, but try Amazon. And there are some used copies too, but you can find it. It's out there, honey.
Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
God.
Lavi, thank you, Lavas, for joining us first time. Thank you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Creating is a vibration of heaven, says Natalie. It's very true. Renee Hansel. Blessed Kelly and James, a question, please. I have a high fever, not feeling well. I've heard some people speak of it. Energy. That is funny and very interesting. I read the second sentence, I saw it when I first read that. Oh, it's energetically. You're picking up energies, and then you wrote that. I think it's energy purging. I think that's what I did as well, purging. I think it's part of the energy is going on. My dog was purging the other day. I mean, and that she was feeling great, but I knew she was purging. It was the energy. My massage guy was with me. He goes, your dog is feeling energy. She's purging the energy. So it does.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah. Well, and this is a lot of Sagittarius energy in Vedic astrology. The Sagittarius is fire. So it's purging, definitely purging all of this.
What about having like a fire spicy meal? Would that make any difference? Not really.
I probably would. I've been doing that because we talked about Thai. I made some Thai soup. And
I had some ramen earlier.
Yes. Which is fun. Okay, wait. Zave125 says, my birthday is tomorrow the 9th. And I agree. The closing of the year and the beginning of the year has been brutal. Yes, it will. But Zave, it does get much, 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 much better. And the January 9th is a 5 of spades day, and it means the healer. So
Kelly, you helped me a lot when you said to me when I was sick, you said, you just got to get through the end of December and you'll be fine. And it's exactly what it was. Because my mother came through and said, you're going to be like a little boy again. And that was, I think she said it months ago. And she said, in 2 weeks, you'll be like a little boy. And I'm like, that happened. And now I was not like a little boy. I'm like, okay, because the timing is off over there. But they can't relate.
I had a funny experience with your mother. Do you remember this? We were on the cruise. I had a very funny experience. I was sick as a dog on the cruise. We were on the cruise together, not knowing I had COVID, but I was very sick. And all of a sudden, something told me, get up now. It was 5 a.m. And this woman said to me, get up now and pack your bags. You need to get ready to go now. And I was like, what? And she wouldn't let me back down. I said, well, okay. And I got up. I packed my bags. And I described this woman to you, and you said, that's my mother. Oh, it was definitely your mother. And if it wasn't for her telling me that, I swear to you, I would not have been packed because I was so sick. It was the only time I had to get up and pack.
Was that the day we went to the airport when I ended up in the wheelchair without knowing it?
That's correct. That very day.
Oh, that was week. We were weak. That was the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
And we went, and I was like, I don't remember how we got there. And
Kelly, I have no idea.
Bleary
eyed.
We got to the airport, and I just sat in one of those wheelchairs. I had to sit down. And next thing you know, some guys wheeled me to the gate.
Yeah. Joyce Shad, is the vision board class in person or on Zoom? It's on Zoom, and where is it being offered? On Zoom. So anybody can take it, and I think it's at 9 a.m. Pacific time, I think.
But they should go to your website and
go to my website, kelleewhite.com, and it should be on my website. I know it's on my Facebook, and it's on Eventbrite. So, but thank you for asking. Yeah.
Kelly, you mentioned a therapist in New York City several times. What is her name?
Her name is Elizabeth Scott. Elizabeth Scott, and she's a wonderful therapist who does spirituality.
Oh,
and
great.
She's wonderful. And you can find her on Psychology Today, Elizabeth Scott in New York. She's fabulous. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Remember, Anne Margaret said, "Oh my God, Anne Margaret just kill me." She was. Anne Margaret didn't get off the ship. She said she was wakened by the captain inviting all the new people, "Welcome aboard," and she just woke up. Said, "Huh?" Again, then ended up in the hospital because she was sick, because everyone got so
That's
sick.
right. She got really sick.
It
Oh
was a
my
sick
gosh.
cruise, boy. Everyone got
Wow.
COVID.
Everybody did. Oh, I love this. Kyle Elizabeth Hodges says, I can't wear watches. They stop. She said, all batteries in my house, cars, tractors. Now that's absolutely, you're not cursed. She says, I think I'm cursed. You're not cursed at all. And it's actually your vibration rising.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, Kellee will tell you. I mean, it happens.
It really happened
in your
to
book,
me.
you talk about it. Wow.
I do. It was unbelievable. I had to go through this. So
you went through a lot, Kellee. You're very humble, but when the book comes out, you guys, you'll be freaked out. I was freaked out. I know, Kellee. Like, this couldn't have happened. Did this really happen? Oh my God. And it happened.
When I started telling you the story years and years ago, you go, you have to write this. You have to write this. And then you Kellee Dennis. Oh, Kellee, you got to hear the story. And then the three of us had dinner together. I don't know if you remember this. It was fantastic. Okay, Jean Bui Wakura. I don't know if I said your name right. I've had breast cancer twice, and to pay it forward, I've started a breast cancer nonprofit. Fantastic.
Good.
Back in 15, I love what I do, but my true desire is spirit communication. Is the origin my calling, or can it also be spirit communication? You can do both. Oh, your organization. Oh, you can do both. What do you think, James?
Well, a couple of things I want to ask you, first of all.
Okay.
Because my mind went somewhere else. I don't know what Louise Hay says about breast cancer, but you know, because your mom had breast cancer.
Yeah, twice.
Is there anything to do with mothering?
Yes.
The mothering thing with the breast cancer?
Sometimes it's broken heart.
Broken heart.
Sometimes it's the love lost. Sometimes it's in a family constellation. It could go back in the trauma in the family of love lost. Was there a loss? Was somebody not nourished? Was there a mother issue? Yeah, could go in any of those directions.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to find out, but I don't know. I think that I think you're a teacher, so, and I think the breast cancer is a really great beginning of teaching. I would get deeper into that and let that be your beginning of that jumping off point to helping people. And the mediumship will come in, the communication. You'll be inspired anyway. But I think that happened for a very specific reason for you to teach people. That's my feeling. You do what you feel you have to, but I think it's an opportunity for you to give insight to others about that condition. It's a very, it's out there. So common now.
So Lisa O says, how do you not let jealousy get to you? Well, it's a lower vibration, Lisa. You think of it like that.
I learned the hard way. You probably did, Kellee, too, the hard way. I mean, when I became successful, everyone was jealous.
Oh, you really? Yeah, you really.
I mean, other mediums, well-known mediums, and other people in my family, and it's like friends. I'm like, what? And I didn't expect jealousy to be part of that, because it's like I worked my rear end off. And I stayed, when you work hard and you really do the work and you're disciplined, and people that are successful who worked hard, people sometimes don't see the hard work and just see the success. And they just see, oh, they're that. And it's just interesting that people, I don't know, it's jealousy is a low vibration. Like you said, everybody has their experiences. And there's some people that come in and have experience of being very successful, having a lot of money. People have no money, no financial things. We're all learning. It's all about learning. No one's better than anybody else. So you got to go inside. The jealousy, go inside. What are you jealous of? What inside of you is not healed? What inside of you is not wholeness of being that needs?
Oh, that's a great one. What inside of you is not healed?
Yeah, because I always come back to self.
Yeah.
So what within you is not in the wholeness of being, that you have that vibration of jealousy. Is there something not met? It sounds like there might be something not met that somebody else you don't have. Maybe it goes back to your childhood too. There's so many reasons behind it. But again, I think instead of judging it, oh, this is bad, this is good, just go into, wow, let me discover what this is from. Yeah,
that's a good one. Teresa Eder says, do you have techniques that you recommend for keeping your vibration up in the winter months?
Well, Kellee would know that more than I can.
I do. Yeah. No, first of all, I mean, you have to physically take really good care of yourself. I have greens around me constantly, green tea, green vegetables, green drink, my lemon water. That helps me with keeping that up. I keep meditating. But the other thing is, it's what your friend Jordy said to me at your 60th birthday. I said to her, oh, Jordy, what am I going to do? I'm moving to the farm. What do I do in the middle of the United States? What do I do? And she said, I said, what do I do in winter? And she said, oh, winter is when I restore my soul. And the way she said it, I went, oh, I can't wait to go in winter to restore my soul. There was something so profound that I wanted to do because the way she said that. And it really is true.
And I've been with Jordy in all seasons. And
yes, you have.
Yeah,
she's always the most positive thinker.
I mean, 100.
Period.
I have a quick Jordy story. She's my mom. I call her mom. And I met Jordy many, many years ago, 25 years ago on a cruise. My first cruise I ever did, the Stella Solaris in Greece. Kellee, you would not have believed this ship. It was like a tugboat. And going on the ship, and my partner at the time, Brian, was in front of me. And I remember I turned around, there was this lady there with beautiful, like green eyes, beautiful. And I said, oh, hello, how are you? And she goes, I'm great. I'm here. I'm with you. I'm on your trip. And I made it. My clothes didn't, but that's okay. I can wear the same thing. So I turned to Brian and I said, we're hanging out with this lady because she has a great attitude. And she has been my spiritual mom since she lost her son. He died of an explosion. And that's the hardest thing, I think, to lose a child. But she said it's one of the greatest things in her life because she learned so much from that. And he's always around. There's no death. He's always around. He even is around in winter. There was one winter where she showed me this. His name was Ian, and the condensation on the glass, IAN. I saw it being printed from him. Wow. I stayed at Jordy's house where all of a sudden music was going. So I'm like, what is the music? She goes, oh, that's Ian. He's in his room. And I stayed in his room, which is called the heaven room, because it's like you're on this bed. It feels like heaven. And that was a radio in his room. So I went to the room and I pulled the plug out. And I said, okay, well, I pulled the plug out. I was sitting there watching television. Music starts again. I said, Jordy, he goes, he won't stop unless you acknowledge him. I said, okay, Ian, enough. And it's great. But she is a great, great Pisces, Sagittarius moon. Libra moon. I think Sag rising. And Aquarius, Pisces cusp in Western. But one of the kindest people I've met in my life.
Kindest people. She's so wonderful.
And, this is an interesting time with Jordy because, that's what we're going to get into. When I was sick, I called her up afterwards and I said, it was a tough time for me on one of the Fridays. And so I thought I was going to go. And she says, what time was that? And I said, I think it was like 9 a.m. my time. But about that time meditation, you came to my meditation and you were wearing a cream like top and cream pants. And you said, I'm ready to go. I think I might have to go. And she goes, I thought you meant, from San Diego to Santa Barbara, you're going to move and you're deciding probably to move. And she goes, I didn't know it was the other way around, that you were going to think leave the body. And I said, well, that's when I was thinking that maybe it's a possibility. And as she's telling me the story, I'm looking down, I'm wearing cream pants. And on the stool is my cream sweater that I was wearing in that Friday.
Okay, that's just amazing.
Wild.
That's amazing.
Wild.
Wow, there's such a connection there with her.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's the real deal. Wow.
The real deal.
Oh.
Yeah, and wintertime with her, and a lot of what I do is slow down. I put a fire on. I take my warm clothes out. I love wearing warm clothes, and I just get cuddly. I get lots of cuddly stuff, and I just do. I play cards. I paint. I just stay in the house a lot, and I just get a good book, and that's what I do.
Okay, I mean, it's lovely. That's what I love to do too.
At Christmas, I watched the old classic movies. I watched Meet Me in St. Louis. I'd never seen it before. Hello.
Was it good?
It was great. It was Judy Garland's favorite movie she ever made.
Oh. Here's a great question. This is from Ricky Tenhoff. She says, how do I get through my intense loneliness since all of my friends of 50 years have left California and I miss talking and have gone 25 days with not talking to anyone? People won't talk. They just want to text. My loneliness is like a cancer and I am so lonely.
Wow. Well, that's a big one. No, first of all, Kellee, I don't know if we talked about this. Went out to do Christmas cards. I looked at my address book and everybody was dead.
Okay. You had a similar situation. Yeah.
I know more people on the other side than I know in this world. And the only way I could say, and who's this from? I didn't see the
Ricky Tenhoff.
So Ricky, you have to start having a relationship with yourself and find out how great you are and really enjoy who you are. You don't look outside yourself for happiness. You don't look outside other people to fill that void. You have to fill it yourself. You have to start feeling good about yourself. Laugh with yourself every day. Do something you really love to do. Enjoy yourself. I have a dog, which is great because I goof with her and she goofs with me. But it also extends to people I meet in the street. I was laughing and I was coming to Santa Barbara from San Diego. People said, I'm really going to miss you here. I said, well, I'll be back, but you got to feel good about yourself. And I love, as a medium, it's a very solitude type of existence. It really is. Yeah. Like I'm in this place by myself here on this retreat, if you will. Because how could you be by yourself? I love being by myself. Are you kidding? I laugh at my own jokes. I'm funny. I think everything is funny. I just start laughing. I don't take it so seriously because I can't take it all so seriously. And when people cut me off in traffic, I start laughing, or people start like, everyone's sad. A lot of people are sad. Like, sad, come on, let's slide. And I turn it around and make it a game. But you have to go within yourself to find the happiness. You can't look outside yourself for that. What do you think, Kellee?
I couldn't agree more. You have to go within. And, and also use this as an experience that you are now maybe going to find new friends also. Go inwards, really start to enjoy yourself, and that energy starts to grow. And maybe you want to join a new club, or maybe you want to take a class. Use it as that kind of opportunity.
I just joined a cinema club.
You did?
Every Friday I'm going to see a new show down at the library. And it's a cinema club. So that'll be fun. I mean, somebody got to put yourself out there and just have a good time. And
a cinema club. I can't wait to hear what movies. I just saw a good movie the other day. I saw Past Lives. Have you heard of it?
I might have. What was it about?
It's a new movie that has just come out.
I've heard the name of it, but I don't.
It's about a Korean. It's a Korean family, but it's about a Korean. The name.
My friend Marianne told me about this.
Like Iman or something, which means like there was a spiritual connection, a past life connection.
Yeah.
Like how can you have certain relationships that they would cross you, and you would have some sort of a deep past life connection? It was good.
Yeah, I see. I am. Someone mentioned Maestro.
Oh, I saw Maestro.
Yeah, saw Maestro. I like it to a point.
Yeah.
I thought I could have gone deeper. Did you guys tell me no one can watch for the first day to watch?
Yeah, no, you have to. It took me 2 days to watch it.
Maybe 3 days.
Poor Brad Cooper.
Take a class of something fun. I agree. That's what I was dance class for. I was going to take a dance class. I was playing so good last week. I was like, oh, I feel great. I'm back. And I turned and I was like, oh, didn't stretch.
Oh, no. That's a big thing. You actually have to stretch first.
You do. But going on a hike, doing something that makes you feel good.
Right.
Having fun. Yeah.
Mimi Hirsch says, I can see that little boy in you, James. Delightful. It's so true.
He's never grown up.
Oh, my gosh. Which is so which I just love that.
Dreamliner says, I lost my son suddenly 6 weeks ago. He's 34. I'm very sorry. I hope he's okay. Of course he's okay. Are you okay, Mama? So he's okay. And again, that's a good lesson not to take on his stuff. Sometimes it's his journey. And you're going to have the physical missing. Of course, that's natural. It's a grief process. It's a hard one. Hardest lesson is losing a child, I think. But
yes. Yeah. Okay. And Lynn Gert says, I keep seeing triple digits, 222, 333. Oh, it's great. It means that your soul has been programmed to pay attention. So every time you see a 111, it starts to wake you up. Oh, look, there's 111. 111 is a new beginning. 222 is a partnership. 333 is ascended masters are in your area. If you see 444,
spirits around or angels.
555 is change, and so on and so on. So if you start seeing numbers like this is great because it's got your soul. You have the attention now. So I think that's fantastic.
Kathleen says, I learned to be at peace with being more alone. My best friend passed. Here we go.
2017.
Yep. Yeah. My other bestie is in depression. Everything has changed between us. I'm sad, but I'm leaving it in the hands. Yeah, it's hard. I was just given antidepressants recently, and I'm like, I don't need them.
No, I know.
I don't. That's just not me because I was this illness was so, and this therapist I had to see, I can't see therapists. I mean, I love therapy. I think it's great for me. I end up always being the therapist for the therapist. I mean, I'm always turned around. Always. But,
yes, that's what happens.
I do a lot of muscle testing too. When someone gives me something, I should take it or not. And I swear the body will always tell you yes or no.
Yeah, that's true. It does do that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So what else? We have something else going on too. I forget. We have you have classes coming up.
My class you're offering the transformational course, which is coming the end of January. We're going to tell everybody about it. another week because I'm still setting things up. January 19th is our Evening of Spirit. Kellee is going to join me for that. And we love working together, Evening of Spirit.
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it. So fun. Please join us. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah. I got eventbrite.com, my website. Go there and sign up. Again, it's not many people, so it's a good group. And that's it. I think, what else? And you're going to talk Thursday is Ask Me Anything.
I have my Thursday, Ask Me Anything, and I'll go over some more planetary everything on for January. And I mean, James, listen, we did a big predictions year. You know, that was a big show that we did on predictions. And I think that
a lot of people have seen that.
A lot of people.
YouTube, everybody has seen that.
It was a big one.
Yeah, it's a big one.
We gave a lot of information. So that's why now it's really important to set your intentions of how do you want to grow this year? Right. How do you want to grow? Because this is a year of great growth. It's an 8 year. 8's connected between heaven and earth. It's a powerful year. 8 is represented by Saturn, the planet Saturn. Saturn means work, it means health, it means karma, and it means responsibility.
And I also got the sense it means resourcefulness.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I love that. Resourcefulness.
That just came into my head.
I love that. I mean, that's really important, you know.
Everything we need, we have inside us, everybody. Don't look outside. You have everything you need here. We're like a big treasure chest. And all you got to do is have the courage to open it up and look inside, and you'll find it. Yes. You might have to go down below it, down beneath, and grab something, but you could do it.
Yeah. Yes. I love that. I think that's great, James. And
my mediumship course Wednesday, I'm doing a mediumship class.
Are you on mediumship too now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So somebody had asked about
Wednesday.
that.
Yeah, Wednesday is one of my calls. I have a lot of calls coming up with people, so we have all that mediumship plus. It's good. So everything on my school, eventprog.com, my JV school, Mystical Arts.
Oh, good.
Kellee, your gym post the other day made me laugh.
It was very funny. And I have 2 more that'll come out. You guys will be howling. It's so fun. I love working out, James. I mean, I'm having fun with it.
Good. And you look great. And I can't wait to get back into it because I haven't been in 2 years. So I can't wait to start again.
And you're going to have an extraordinary experience.
Yeah.
Being in the Santa Barbara area, it's going to be great energy for you.
Meeting some nice people. I mean, I went to the dog park and there was a man coming who goes, "You need a real estate agent?" I said, "Well, maybe." And he goes, "Here, let's have to go coffee." I'm like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I had people walking up to me and saying, "How are you?" I said, "Good." And they don't know who I am, but they just, I don't know. Because my vibration, I guess.
Oh my God.
And Pearl opens the door for anything. So.
Oh, well, that one for sure. For sure. And she's going to be a lot of inspiration for you too.
Yeah.
You know?
She's exhausted. She knows the end of the show and she gets up and ready to go. When
she says, "I got to go." Okay. Well,
thanks, Kellee.
You're welcome. Everybody, we have some guests coming on in the next 2 or 3 weeks, right?
We
James?
do a lot of interesting guests coming on. Really interesting people coming on. So, yeah, very much so. Some of the spiritual business we're going to talk about, doing a spiritual business. Yeah. Also, my protege is coming on, Michaela.
Yeah,
Michaela.
I have not met her, but I've heard about her.
Michaela's great, and she's great. She's full of integrity, and she's my protege. I would tell you that. I met her when she was 14, and now she's in late 20s, and she's been studying mediumship for a long time.
Wow.
Development circles, and so.
Wow, well, that's going to be fun, and we have the artist,
and we have a psychic artist coming on who really presented a gift to myself and Kellee.
And the man was extraordinary. I just love
it. Channels, and he's a really nice soul. He just sent me a lovely painting, and Kellee as well. And he's a nice guy. He's in galleries all over the world, this man.
You know, his work is extraordinary.
Invite him on the show.
I can't wait.
So,
all right.
Thank you, Kellee. Thanks everybody.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
You've been listening to Both Sides Now and Beyond, featuring spiritual medium and master teacher James Van Praagh and spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
That was great. Maybe we changed some lives.
And maybe opened up some minds.
Which way do I turn?
Right. I mean left.